As a rule, I don't have a problem homeschooling. If you want to homeschool your kid, you should homeschool your kid. That's a choice you can make. But what is often touted out there that the enemies of public education love to say is homeschool kids do so much better on the ACT and the SAT and standardized tests than public school kids. Well, let's talk about that. While it is true that sometimes kids that have been homeschooled from K to 12 do much better than some public school counterparts on some tests, there's something you got to remember. Well over 60% of all homeschool kids have returned to public school at some point. And about half of that 60% returns right in the middle of middle school, 6th or 7th grade. So that means those kids have returned after struggling for 5 or 6 years in the homeschool environment, mostly, and they get back into the public school, and guess who has to count those kids and their scores? The public school does, because we take everyone, okay? Public school test data is fully comprehensive, everybody's in it. Homeschool test data is completely voluntary, which means the parents who want to report the results do it. So yes, when you compare the people who turn in their homeschool test results versus every single other kid who attends a public school in the country, you're going to see a discrepancy. And by the way, the kids who end up going kindergarten through 12th grade as as homeschool students, they do very well because those kids have resources at home that have allowed them to succeed all that time. And by the way, those resources would have allowed that kid to be successful in public school usually also. All right. So again, homeschooling is not a bad thing. I don't think it makes you a bad person to homeschool. I don't think it makes you a hero either. But this notion that just because you're homeschooling, you somehow are making better decisions for your kid is a complete fallacy, and no data supports it. End of lecture.